We're just outside my real estate office and we're doing some content for an upcoming blog. And a lady stopped by and was talking about real estate in general. And then the topic came to, she's actually worried about her mom, where her mom should go. What are the options out there? And I wanted to explain to them, there is what is called a housing care continuum. Sort of as we age, there's sort of different stopping points that many people go through. And that would be living independently. Then living independently and having some support services come in to help you. Then it may be a retirement residence. And within the retirement residence, assisted living, where you maybe need a little more care. And then at the furthest end, there's long-term care, which is really almost a hospital environment. You know, people ask me, sort of what makes me a little bit different on the real estate side is that I just have another component. I focus on, first, the transition is what housing transition do we need to make? And then going and focusing on the transaction, which is the nuts and bolts of marketing a home and selling a home. So to recap what our conversation was, we talked about living independently and what happens as we age. We can't manage as well on our own. We have trouble with what we call activities of daily living. Maybe it's cooking, cleaning, bathing, whatever it is we need a little more assistance. So without people come in and maybe help us with our cooking, or maybe we need help showering, we need help dressing in the morning or getting ready for our evening before we go to bed. So those are services that would come in and give us a hand. One of the things that missing from that component is that we're missing a socialization. We're missing people interacting with people. We're still living in our home, but we're not going out there talking to other people or meeting other people. So that's when people maybe look at a retirement residence, which a retirement residence, you have your own independent unit. You can close the door and be by yourself, but they have the opportunity to have communal meals cooked for you. You have housekeeping, but more importantly, you have activities where you're interacting with other people. It could be a simple card game, it could be doing a puzzle with a friend, or it could be a concert within the residence, or going on an outing to a show using the transportation provided by the retirement residence. You hear about assisted living. That's usually a small component of a retirement residence where there's more care available for someone that a lot of time it's cognitive impairment, they're having trouble on that side of it, or physical impairment. But again, there's more concentration on helping people manage their life with all the assists they need. When they can't function to that point where, whether it's a cognitive decline or physical decline or both, and they just can't manage at all, is that long-term care or the old nursing home is the option that you go for. Well, you don't go for, but you apply to go into long-term care. Long-term care is needs-based. It is that when you cannot manage and you're in crisis, that's when you get admitted to long-term care. You'll hear about waiting lists all the time for long-term care, but it's really a priority list, which means that the people that need it most are the people that get available spots. I mean, there is a shortage of space, and that's why it's only people that are most critical that will get into long-term care. So, the idea of having some list that you move up is really a misnomer. It's a needs base versus a want base. So my job as a transition consultant is planning that transition. When we realize that family home is not meeting our socialization, our safety, our financial needs, it's my job to make a plan for the future. Again, is that if we're looking at maybe a retirement residence, we find that right retirement residence that's going to meet your needs and where you want to be, and then we go into the transaction, the selling of the home, the preparing of the home, the fixing up those small little things, marketing the home, and moving you on into the retirement residence.